my name is Alvina. Welcome back to my channel, and if you haven't been here before, welcome! I try to do some cool makeup looks every week or 2 weeks, depending on how my schedule is. So today we are going to try doing a Bakugo makeup look. So Bakugo from My Hero Academia. It has been a while since I've watched it. To be honest, I didn't catch up, I think, past season 2, but I got a request on TikTok saying that it would be a pretty cool idea, and I completely agree. I forgot, I haven't tried any anime makeup looks yet, and I think that it would be really fun to try it out since I don't have the budget to do cosplay. So here's like a rough draft of what I'm thinking. Unfortunately, I do not have a white wig. I feel like that would make the look a lot cooler. Going for the costume that he has, I think it really reflects the abilities that he has, like with all the fire and whatnot, and most of all how angry he is all the time. It kind of reminds me of like Kiss the band with all the stars and whatever, like the black star that he puts on his eye. First, I'm going to prime my face with Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I am running low on this, so I might switch to a different Smashbox primer in the next video. So my base makeup routine has changed quite a bit, but we still start off with the basics. I will always put on the white NYX pencil over my eyes because this is going to be a more exaggerated look and I really want the colors to stand out. So what do you think of Bakugo? I honestly, it's rough. I've always liked characters that are seen as villains and whatnot, but Bakugo is a very hard person to like. I like his character design, I like his powers. I feel like it's very cool that his powers really reflect his personality. But I don't like him. I don't like him because of how he treats like the main character and because he's a bit of an asshole using the 3CE. This is Beach Muse, and the peach color I've always found is very peachy and good to put under the eyes. I'm trying to color correct the purple. I don't have actual color corrections, so that's why I use this. But overall, I do remember being a fan. I feel like gradually as I got older and grew up and whatnot, characters like Bakugo or like just toxic characters that are very like bully-esque, well, would definitely bully me if I were around them, have become a lot harder to like. Don't get me wrong, I'm still very invested in Bakugo and I hope that he becomes a better person eventually, but from the last time that I watched him, it's hard. I do find it interesting though that even though he's portrayed as someone who's really mean, that he still wants to be a hero. That's always been kind of funny to me because the way that he's his costume that he decided, his hero outfit thing, is very like villain coded, I would say. So it's funny after all of that he's still like part of the good guy team. Right, so this is a powder, I believe, from Luna. I bought this in Korea a few years ago. I don't usually use this, but I used to use it quite a bit when I first got it in Korea, like 4-ish years ago. I don't really use it because I don't like having excess powders on my face. Like, it really bugs me. Makes me feel like when I sweat that it just like comes off, you know. But I found that because this is a lighter shade, it's helpful for covering the dark circles, so I only put it there. It also smells really nice, no matter how old it is. After all of that, I'll put on the Laura Mercier setting powder. Just kind of like dump some of it up real quick. I've been seeing a lot of, oh god, my bad. I'm seeing a lot of TikTokers use setting powder as like a transition thing. Well, I do want to try it, but like this is a setting powder that I have not because I bought it, but because I got it for my birthday from Sephora last year. So I will probably not be able to buy any more after I finish using this. So I don't really want to waste it. All right, so I like to use this brush here that I got for pretty cheap at Omomo for any colors that I don't usually use on my face. I'm going to be using the Kitty Likes to Scratch Too Faced palette. So these are the colors. I haven't really used this palette very much before, but it does have black. I also have a Ardene's palette that I got for a lot cheaper that has the black color on it, but I didn't want to use it because I don't really know what's in that palette. I'll be really honest, like what material, and I'm kind of scared. I've never really used a black eyeshadow before. Not really my cup of tea, let's be honest. But I feel like it is right for this look for sure. Alright, so I need to make some very angular marks. I'll be using this flat brush for it. The angular part is because Bakugo's costume in the back has like very triangular type of vibe. See, I like this brush a lot because you can control how the marks go. So in my opinion, Bakugo's like the piece behind his head reminds me of Zapdos, the Pokemon. I'm looking off camera, it's because I have my laptop next to me. I really want to reference his exact like outfit, and the I don't know if it's a mask or like makeup or something that he has under the eyes is also very interesting to me. So I ordered a box mystery bag type of thing on the Too Good To Go app today, and it's gonna be my first time using the app, so you know, and it's from a local kind of bakery. But yeah, I'm nervous. I'm worried that it won't be worth it and my parents will be like, Lamau, you got scammed. But I don't know. It's been getting some pretty good reviews, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. In case you don't know, Too Good To Go is an app that people use to help with like solving the food waste issue. So like bakeries or like any stores really can put up like food that they are gonna just like dump, and then you can pay like a very cheap price instead to get it. It's usually like just end of the day food, kind of like the end of day sales that you see in grocery stores, but marketed online so it's easier for people to know about. I'm gonna clean this up a bit. I'm going to be using the NYX Ultimate palette. I'm sorry, I'm getting spammed on Discord. Anyways, I don't really have like the best orange, so I'm gonna be going for like the golden yellow color and maybe like mixing it with something else. I wet this brush a little bit because, as you know the drill, it just helps the colorings pack on better. Okay, I think on the skin it does show up pretty orange, so that's a good thing. I think I should have used the flat brush maybe. It might have been better to pack on the color. But I guess I'll just use this to kind of outline where I want the orange first. I hadn't watched My Hero Academia because, I don't know, I watched anime for a very long time, right? When I was in high school, I tried like mainstream ones and sometimes like trying to be like cool and everything and try like some less mainstream ones, but overall, I was very interested in the romance category, which is not what My Hero Academia is. But you know, I would watch some action ones every now and then. But yeah, I think a lot of the shonen category animes tended to get very cliche after a while. I mean, like obviously it would, right? But I do feel like I might want to get back into it. I'm using a different brush, by the way, because it wasn't really showing very well. The only anime really that I'm keeping up to date with right now is Demon Slayer. And that's because it was an anime that my boyfriend and I were watching. Some parts are very like cliche and guessable and whatnot, but I still enjoy it. It's still really cool to me. And the animation is really cool as well. Alright, I'm back. I'm using the Stila micro tip to try to outline the orange segments that I have and seeing how that goes. Be a bit quiet here because I really want these lines to turn out very straight. So I think it's coming together. I'm going to put the crosses on after I put on a bit of blush. I just like to put on blush. I know it's not very goth-y, but whatever. So I'm using the Glossier blush cloud paint. I think it's in Dusk. One thing that I find for blush is that you can mix a liquid blush and then a powdered blush to make the blush stay on for longer. This was something that I actually googled because I've been trying out like Douyin makeup when I actually go out. And I feel like a big part of the Douyin makeup is to have the blush showing and prominent. Otherwise, there is not much of a point. So yes, this is the Chanel blush. I'll go in with the Jumbo NYX pencil again, and just on the sides to make the cross. This cross is on his uniform, but because I don't really have any shirts that just have like a straight up cross on it, I just guess I will incorporate it into my makeup instead. Fortunately, it seems like I'm out of my fluff brushes. I'm just gonna use this one and just pat on some orange on top of that white. Please ignore the background. There is a train passing through. I'll use a Stila eyeliner to outline the cross. Apparently this is the Physicians Formula sparkle palette thing. I found out, I went to Shoppers recently and I checked it out. It's still there. I would recommend it, I think, if you really want like some very aggressive sparkles on your face. I'm sure there's some other companies that do this out there that are also decent, but I haven't really tried any since I still have this one that has lasted me for a very long amount of time. I think it just adds a bit of dimension into the look instead of a flat black color in the eyes, even though I know that is what Bakugo has on his face as costume. I also like to put a bit of highlight on my nose. Alright, I'm going back to my usual Sephora lip because I can't seem to find anything else that fits with the look, and I feel like I need the rest of my look to stand out. I'm also gonna use the NARS lip liner. I don't know if I can sharpen this because like I'm almost done using it. Since this is a more extreme look, I'm gonna try out the 3D lashes again. I don't like them on my face personally, but I might as well try it out. The reason I don't like this lash set is that it is a bit too much for me, I think. Also usually shows in my makeup, so I don't really like that. But you know, I think I'm down to try something today. Make sure to let your lashes dry a bit before putting them on. I think I went for a more like e-girl type of look because I don't really have the right clothes or hair to do like a goth type of look. This is very different from what I usually do, but I think high school me would love this. She'd go crazy. But overall, I actually don't hate this look. Is it very Bakugo-esque? I feel like it kind of does it. I wish that I had a shirt that had an orange cross on it. Do I feel like a pylon? Yes, I do. I feel like this is very pylon core. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, like and comment what you think about the look, or if you want me to try any of the other My Hero Academia characters, I'm definitely down to do it. I will see you next time. Please like, comment, subscribe. I hope you have a great one. Thank you. Bye bye now. So in case you were curious about the To-Go app, here's what I have. I did eat half of that one. There's a huge bread over here and a gigantic baguette. The baguette is a bit hard, I would say, but the bread here, you can just like